yeah, we here.
This is Dev B Music.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback who grew up just outside of Cleveland on Lake Erie, Mitchell Trubisky.
Well, I talk with people around the league about Mitchell Trubisky when he's coming out of North Carolina. Those that had questions about him, they often centered in on the fact that he was only a one-year starter and wondered why he couldn't beat out the guy ahead of him beforehand. I just locked in on the athletic ability, the accuracy, and then once he got the football, how the team responded to him. I think his upside is big.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down. It's Gibson, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 74 yards.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get them started. And they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, Gibson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. On first down, Jacob Eason firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Eason's pass.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
on 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. K'Lavon Chaisson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Trubisky will throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes.
19 more yards.
It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a give right side. It's Gibson. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Trubisky sacked.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Good. Makes this Washington 3.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Time to see Jacob Eason and company go back to work. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bet.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Eason's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun is Eason. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Eason's pass.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
12-yard gain. It's now 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing right, and that's complete. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And, you know, he may not have the franchise tag, but I bet they're relieved to have that deal done, keep him around.
And he's a good guy, a valuable player to them, and they wanted to make sure they had him around. Good team chemistry. Always hard to find, and when you've got it, you don't want to let it get away.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From the gun, Eason. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Eason's pass.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
Taken down.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Out of the gun, Trubisky on the slant, complete to Hopkins. He's at the 50, 30, and he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run, 76 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
A gain of 5.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
The 14-yard line.
Now it's Trubisky. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And Washington has retaken the lead. And this one through the uprights and good. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this 1st half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions.
And he's into the clear. The 30. 10, touchdown, Cowboys.
Eason's pass.
A big play there. his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. It's fielded at the 45. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. 1st and 10, Eason. Wide open receiver, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a gain of 20.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Eason's pass.
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
Trubisky sacked.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Got an open man, finds Gibson. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky going deep for Walker, and that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 20.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over first down.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A final shot before break. Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
13.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Eason. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
The 20-yard line.
Throwing again. Eason. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Dallas.
On first down, Eason going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
It's a gain of
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down.
Operating from the gun. Eason. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
Eason's pass.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Eason's pass.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and goal at the
From the gun, Eason to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
in the end zone.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Operating from the gun, Eason, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 6 yards away, and the Cowboys will extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Forced it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Mitchell Trubisky sacked.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Cowboys to take over They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10.
To throw again, Eason. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Dallas.
On 1st and 10, Eason. And he fires one incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Eason. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Eason. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Dallas.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Number 19. Touchdown.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
1st and 10 at the 30.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Trubisky sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on 1st down, Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Cowboys have recovered.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. From the gun, Eason. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Cowboys have recovered.
Eason sacked.
And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
To number 19.
From 10 yards out. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Eason. And he comes back with one complete.
Eason's
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Number 81.
That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
1st down, Cowboys.
Throwing on 1st down. Eason. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
End zone.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's got another first down, and he's also just a few yards short of 200 for the ball game. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. Eason on second down. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Number 40. Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown. And this offense is running away with this one.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
13. Jake Elliott set to kick
Now
off.
after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
Trubisky sacked.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Washington on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now Trubisky. He gets it to Brown. Complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah, college, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
You got that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blown.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Mitchell Trubisky sacked.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. To try again after the sack. Trubisky firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. DeAndre Hopkins, 45 yards. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Dallas.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tape.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming in.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
I got him. 56. Mike, 56.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense. And
you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
At the 46-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the prop.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the shotgun is Trubisky. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Eason's pass.
7 yards the pick up there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. And that will be incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Operating from the gun, Eason. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Eason's pass.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
First down, Cowboys.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
1-yard line.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Third down pass.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Trubisky sacked.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hopkins. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now it's Trubisky. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He'll take it at the 42. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy,